Hello students, welcome to my channel Somali Inspire World. So today I am going to discuss about the structure and function of neurons. In the previous video I have already discussed the introduction to control and coordination, and I have already told that the structural and functional unit of nervous system is the neuron, and we will discuss it in detail. So the neurons, I have already told that there are three types of neuron. They are sensory neuron, motor neuron and relay neuron. The function of sensory neuron, it takes the impulse from the sense organs and send it to the CNS. And the relay neuron, it transmit the impulse from sensory organ and send it to the motor neuron. And the function of motor neuron, it gives back the information to the effector cells, which gives action which is the reaction to the stimuli. So the function of motor neuron, it gives the information, or it take away the information from CNS to different part of the body. So the structure of a neuron, and this is the largest cell in our body, and here all in this cell body part there are all the organelles present except centriole. So the axon is incapable of replicating, and these axons, they may be in that other neuron, or it may be aimed at the muscle. As the neuron or the nerve cells and the muscle cell, these two types are the excitable cells in our body. So when any types of any types of changes in charge occurs, or any stimulus comes, then they become excitable and they helps in the transmission of impulse through them. So come here, this is the structure of one neuron, and this one neuron has three parts, that is cell body and the branch like structures, these are the dendrites, and this long slender like structure, this is the axon. So first come to the cell body. The cell body, it contains a large nucleus which contains a prominent nucleolus. In this cytoplasm, there are other cell organelles are also present. There is and here the ribosome is present in the form of missile granule. So these are the missile granules. And as we know, the function of ribosome is the formation of protein or production of protein. So here the missile granule, they act as the ribosomes and helps in the protein synthesis. And here are also some neurofibrils are present, which gives support to the internal cytoplasm of the cell body. And here, when the impulse, it comes from other neuron through this dendrite branch-like structure, then it enter into the cell body, and from the cell body it then pass to the axon, which is the long slender-like structure. And here you can see these are the cells which are present like the covering on the axon, and these cells are the Schwann cells. And these cells produce a type of fat which is known as myelin. And this myelin, it forms a sheath-like structure around the axon. So the Schwann cells, it helps in the faster transmission of impulse when it passes through this arch. due to presence of this myelin sheath, the impulse when it comes to the cell body and then comes to axon, it transmit in the form of a jump-like manner. So it takes a small time when the nerve is surrounded by a myelin sheath, or when the axon is surrounded by a myelin sheath. So, and these swan cells, they are the separate types of cell which is separate from the neurons, and they have separate nucleus also. So, after the transmission through this axon, then the impulse it reaches through the axon terminal, and these knob-like structures, these are actually like these types of knobs, and these knobs contain some chemicals, and these chemicals, when the impulse it comes to the terminal knob, it releases the chemical and it act on the either on the muscle or on another dendrite of the another neural cells. So it brings some electrical changes in these cells also. So in this way, when the electrical impulse it enters the dendrite, then it pass through the cell body, then axon, then through the axon terminal it pass to the either to another neuron or to the muscle cell, and the gap between two neuron, if there is another neuron present after this neuron, then this gap is known as the synaptic cleft, and through this synaptic cleft the impulse pass from one axon terminal to another dendrite of the another neuron. So these were the all about the structure and function of a neuron, and in the previous video I will discuss about the transmission of impulse. So thank you for today.